Well, first, let me thank you guys for having me here at Foundations and allowing me to be a keynote. It's an unbelievable honor. It really is. High on Arrival was born out of a really failed research expedition of mine during a rather public and very, very breakout in handcuffs type relapse. And I was traveling to New York to do a One Day at a Time reunion on the Rachel Ray Show with Valerie Bertinelli and Bonnie Franklin and Pat Harrington. And it was August 28th, I believe, of 2008, and I was arrested at LAX for felony possession. And didn't make it to New York, obviously, whisked off to rehab. But I was leaving LA to go to New York, and then I was traveling back from New York to meet with a writer to start the process of writing High on Arrival in a relapse. Hello. And obviously that didn't happen, and the book changed as the result of that, and I ended up choosing a different co-writer as the result of that, and I spent months in a facility, and came home to my home with my son and my dogs, and and the whole thing, and began the process of not only rebuilding my recovery and my sobriety, but of excuse me, finally speaking the truth about my journey. And I had sat down to write a version of High on Arrival a decade previously, and I got into it with the writer, the co-writer, and I was only willing to share the sanitized version of my psyche. I was not willing to tell the truth. And my father was still alive. And I thought, this is not the time. And I said, I'm very sorry if I've wasted your time, but I'm tabling this project for now. And so when I did sit down with Hillary Lifton, my co-writer, it was finally time for me to tell the truth, because I knew that I was protecting some pretty monstrous secrets. And I knew that people were going, what is wrong with this woman? She continues to crash and burn, and yet she's been given everything that people fight for on a daily basis with with their claws. And yet she continues to fail at sobriety and at life. And I thought, if I'm ever going to be able to live up to my potential and pass along love and kindness and all these beautiful things to other people, then I had to tell the truth.